Many years ago, I was a young kid, probably about 13, I remember my father bought this used 1957 Ford. And when he brought it home, it had these nice little sharp fins down it. And right then and there, I was like, wow, I like that. That was probably the first car I ever said, I like that. And before that, it was just, he had station wagons and stuff like that. So my first car I ever purchased, I was 15, and a friend of mine says, my stepdad's selling a Ford Falcon 63 Futura convertible, black with red interior. It needs a right fender. How much? 40 bucks. Okay. So I said, wow, 40 bucks, I got that. I work after school all the time. So I bought the car, put it beside the house, and luckily, I lived in an area where there were junkyards. There was a junkyard right next door, and he had a black fender for that car. So I put the fender on it, had it all ready to go for when I turned 16 and a half. This was going to be my baby, you know. My name is Richard Cataloni, and I drive a 1964 Ford Fairlane. I was in Massachusetts in 2005, driving to see my brother, and I went by this house, and this was on the front lawn, and I said, I like that. I'll look at that later on the way back. So on the way back from visiting my brother, it was gone. So I said, somebody bought it or they took it off the lawn. So a few days later, I happened to be driving down that same road to go to a store, and there it was again. So I pulled in, stopped, we talked. He wanted too much, we talked again. I came back another time, and then finally we agreed on a price, and I bought it. And then I put it at my brother-in-law's house, and I went back home to Florida. And I took all the paperwork, got my tags and everything from here, had a police officer up there verify the VIN number and all that, and then we flew up, loaded the car up, and we drove it down here. And everybody thought we were crazy driving an old car, you know, 1,400 miles. And I said to my brother-in-law and the guy that sold it to me, when you turn the key on, this car does not know it's running, you know. It's just a motor that's going to go and go. And then my oldest boy said, hey, can I come for the road trip? So he came down with us too. So there was three of us in this driving down 95, coming through New York and New Jersey. People were literally just trying to speed up to catch up to us, just to give us thumbs up and stuff. I was cracking up. I was like, I never seen this. What's going on? But we had a good time with it. For 2 days we drove down here and finally got here. And it was a good ride. It's a straight six. It's only a little six-cylinder. It's 140 horsepower at 4,400 RPMs. It's got 190 foot-pounds of torque. So it's not fast, but it's very reliable. And it has the Ford-O-Matic transmission in it, which means at 30 when this shifts, that's it. It only shifts once. So if you're doing 70, it's, you know, but you're going. It's working. The colors of this car are Sky Mist Blue, and these are Ford colors, and the roof is Ford White. And when I brought it back, the first time we took it to the Lake Ridge Winery in October for a show, it won second place. I was blown away. I was like, a four-door won second place? And, but it's a cute little car. I like it. The reason why I like this car, what caught my eye was it's a four-door. Most four-doors, you see them in the junkyard where they're going to be crushed for money. I like to save cars that, this is the real Americana. This is what the real American families were driving around in. Not every family was driving around in some two-door hot rod. It was the four-door that America fell in love with to bring the family everywhere. And people forget that. And you know, they should start thinking about, hey, let's save that. That's real history. Future plans for the car, it'll be my granddaughter's when I die. So I hope the future's not too soon.